Hello everyone and welcome back to the One Stop Co-op Shop. We're going to start episode 2 of our Tomb of Annihilation. It's not looking good for our heroes, but there are a couple things that I did wrong I want to make sure I mention here. First of all, if there's anything I don't mention here that I also found out that I did wrong, I'm putting it down on Klingon Subtitles right now. So make sure to turn those on and you can see them here. Okay, the first thing that I made a mistake on is when the bard came through here and stepped on that trap that ended up being quicksand, even though it just said draw, I should have been able to try and disable that with his ability. And I didn't. I lost that. Bummer. The other thing is, though, is my paladin defeated this Zobro, and because of that, we should be able to have drawn a treasure card. Totally forgot. I can fix that. That's just like what Paul Darcy does. Always forgets to draw our treasure cards. So let's grab one. What does our paladin get? A pouch of copper. Gains 100 gold pieces. Nice. Now that I have those two corrections out of the way, let's get going. So here's the thing. Our paladin is stunned. But you know what? I totally forgot about his divine health. At the start of your hero phase, you may end one condition on your hero before it activates. Yeah, getting rid of stunned. So awesome. So that means he will be able to move during this round. His movement is 5, and remember, you can move through other heroes, not enemies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to get himself right here. That way he can potentially attack either one of these enemies. We're going to have him go ahead and use his Swift Strike and attack one adjacent monster, then attack one adjacent monster again. We're going to have him go against this Sue monster. He needs a 12. He has a +4, so he just needs to roll an 8 or higher. 8 or higher, right here. 11. Perfect. That was one hit. We're going to do it a second time and see if we can take him out. And that's a 20. A 20 is a +1 hit. Bummer. Why didn't we roll that the first time? We could have attacked another enemy. Wow, cool though. So in the original games, if you rolled a natural 20, you could level up. Can't do that anymore. All it does is it gets you +1 damage. So we basically did 3 damage to the Sue monster. And I'm not going to forget to draw our treasure card. Come on, be something good, be something good. Take a breath. Play immediately. Your hero regains 1 hit point. Recharge one of your used powers or items. Oh man, I haven't used any of my powers, but I can regain 1 hit point. And we'll go from 5 damage down to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will definitely take that. Unfortunately, now we are going to have to draw an encounter card. Be nice to me, be nice to me, be nice to me. Deadfall. Attack your hero, +7. And it does 2 damage. Only good thing is because we're doing this for the paladin, we have to roll a 10 or higher for a hit. And that's an 8. So that is a miss. Yeah. Of the 3 enemies that are left on the board, none of them are controlled by the paladin, so we don't have to activate any of them. So now we'll move on to our wizard. Our wizard is stunned, though, so that means that he does not get his free movement action. So I'm going to remove this. He can't move for his free action. He could, for his actual action, move. But I think I'm going to have him attack. We're going to have the wizard use the chromatic orb. Attack one monster within 2 tiles of your hero. And the one that we're going to do, we only get a +3, though, and this will be 2 damage. So we're going to try and take out this brood guard, because if we can do 2 damage, we take him out. So we just have to roll a 10 or higher to hit him. Come on, 10 or higher. 17. Oh yeah, that means this brood guard is toast. Before I forget, treasure time. Pouch of copper. Gain 100 gold pieces. Let's remove this brood guard. Heck yeah. And now, our wizard doesn't control any enemies either, so no activation of enemies, but once again, another encounter is going to take place. Before I drop from the encounter here, I do want to mention I now have 6 XP here from defeating these 3 enemies. I can give up that 6 XP to cancel this encounter, or any future encounter if I really don't like it. So let's see what this one is. Hidden tripwire. Uh-oh. Choose a trap within 2 tiles of your hero and trigger it as if your hero was on it. Oh, do I want to cancel that? You know, there is a chance that this is actually not going to hurt us. So I don't think I'm going to cancel it. Let's do it. Let's reveal this trap. And it's going to be, oh yes, a safe one. No issues there. Now let's move on to the bard. And I think our bard, the first thing he's going to do is attack this skeleton. Because remember, you can do your free move before or after your turn. because I'm hoping he can take him out and then get himself over to here or here maybe and start exploring. So that way we don't have to keep drawing these encounter cards. I think we're going to use the Bard's Bardic Inspiration. It's going to attack one adjacent monster, and no matter what, if he hits or misses, up to 2 other heroes on this hero's tile gain advantage. Well, there's only one other hero, but I'd love to have my Paladin have advantage. So no matter what, my Paladin's going to gain advantage, and you'll see how that works when it's his turn next. We get a +4. We have to hit a 12, so we're just looking at an 8 or higher. Come on, 8 or higher. 15, no problem. Our Bard has the Bardic Lore. Each time you draw a treasure card for defeating a monster, draw 1 extra treasure card. Choose one and return the other to the bottom of the deck. So we can either pick a pouch of copper for 100, or a pouch of well, I think we might do a pouch of copper. What do you think for 100? We can remove this skeleton. We're also going to give this over to the Paladin, so we don't forget he has advantage for his next attack. Awesome. And then we can move up to 5 spaces. I think I'm going to go up because I'm hoping that maybe we can connect up here just in case we need to get back to our starting tile at the end. So 1, 2. I think we're just going to go right here. We now move to the exploration phase. We actually get to look at a new tile. And we get, oh, really? A black triangle. So we're going to have an encounter anyways. And a monster. Our monster is going to be another Sioux monster. Seriously? Oh, I don't like those guys. We'll place this narrow corridor right here. And that Sioux monster goes right here. Now we go to the encounter phase. So we'll draw our next encounter. We reveal biting insects attack each hero within 1 tile of your hero. That'd be 2 out of the 3. I think I'm going to cancel it this time. I don't want to deal with that. So here's 5 XP. 2, 4, 5. I will just discard these out of our XP pool, and that is going to stop the biting insects. Now, though, our Bard is going to have to activate the 2 enemies that he controls, and that's this dude here and this dude here. So we'll start off with this little teeny tiny guy who actually has 2 health, which I still think is crazy. Look at how tiny he is. So this warrior, I'm not even going to try and say that, this plant warrior, if he's within 1 tile, he moves adjacent to that hero and attacks with his spear. Here's the thing, he's already adjacent, so he'll attack. He gets a +4, so he needs to roll 11 or higher to hit the Bard. That's a 6. Total airball. Sweet. But then the Sioux monster, we know this one, he's going to use his crush because he is within 1 tile of a hero. And fortunately, the Bard is the only one on that tile. So once again, he needs to roll an 11 to hit the Bard, but then he stuns the Bard. And he hits a 13. Of course he's the one who hits. So 1 damage and our Bard is stunned. We'll place this right on our Bard. Look at this. He's at half health, you guys. And then I'm going to place the stun token right next to his mini. We'll place the stun token right here. And now we're ready to move on to the Paladin's turn. So here's the thing for the Paladin. First of all, he has advantage. So that means he's very likely to hit this round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can get himself over to here, attack this Sioux monster again, and leave this guy for the Bard for next round. Because, to be honest, the Bard's not going to be able to move. And so I'd kind of like him to have something that he can do. And he could attack this guy. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have the Paladin go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's right here. He can attack the Sioux monster and then continue exploring so we don't have to keep drawing encounters, hopefully. This Sioux monster only has 12 as its AC. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our Swift Strike again so we can attack an adjacent monster 2 times. Only gives us a +4, but hopefully then we can take him out. And remember, we have advantage for our first roll, so we get to roll 2 dice for that. We take the better result for the first one. Okay, so we're looking for just higher than an 8. We got a 9 here and an 8 here. Whew! We got him for 1 damage. Let's see about the second one. So the second one, I'm just rolling 1 die. And that's a 7, 8, 9. So we did not take him out. Oh, I was hoping we would. So what I like to do is just place a damage marker on the card itself, showing that he has 1 damage. Moving to the exploration phase, since we are on an edge, we get to reveal the next tile. And okay, ooh, we got another treasure, we got a monster, and 4 traps. Jeez, and it's a dead end. What monster do we find? We have hunters. Draw 2 more monster cards and place them on the 2 closest empty ambush sites. Oh! So I think I just have to discard this. Here's our first monster. We have another Zobro. We know what those are. And then our second one is, come on, there we go, a fire newt. Oh, okay. If the fire newt is within 1 tile of a hero, select a tile within 1 tile of the fire that has the most heroes on it. That fire attacks each hero on that tile with its flame breath. Oh, so it's a range only. It's a range only. Wow, cool. Okay, otherwise it moves towards the closest hero. We'll grab our tile, place it here, grab a treasure token for there, 4 traps, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then now we need to find the 2 closest ambush spots, which I think are going to be here and all the way back here, because there's none on this tile. There's none on this tile. There's none. Wow. So we're gonna have an enemy here and here, and this is the first one. So that's going to be the Zobro, and then this is going to be the Newt. Here's that little teeny tiny Zobro, and the Fire Newt looks awesome, by the way. I'm loving the painted minis. I mean, they're not the greatest painted minis, for sure. They're not very detailed, but it still just really adds color to the game. I like it. Did you guys notice there was a black triangle? Yeah, I did. I forgot to tell you. So that means we got to draw an encounter card before we activate those 2 enemies. We have Crushing Humidity. Each hero whose AC is 16 or higher takes 1 damage. That's our paladin. It's so warm that all of the armor that he's wearing is so hot. That is awesome. That is totally thematic. I love that. Our paladin goes back to having 5 HP worth of damage. We're going to activate the Zobro first. So first thing that happens is, since he is within 1 tile, he goes towards the closest hero and attacks with his claws. So that's going to be on the bard. Man, this bard is acting like our tank instead of our paladin. The Zobro gets a +6, so a 9 or higher, and we take a damage. And that's a 20. Oh, now enemies don't get a +1 because of the 20 rolls. It's only heroes, so it's only 1 point of damage. But still, 1 point of damage. Our bard has 5 hits on him now. He only has 3 health. The Fire Newt here is within 1 tile of a hero, and that would be our wizard. So he's going to attack our wizard with +6, so our wizard is at 14, so he needs to roll an 8 or higher. And that's a 14, so that is another point of damage for our wizard. Our wizard is now also at half health, because now he has 3 points of damage. I think I'm going to do 2 more turns. I'm going to do the wizard's turn and the bard's turn, and then we'll call it for our second episode. So for our wizard here, remember that he has this awesome ability called Flight. When moving, you may spend 2 move points to move 1 tile as though you were a monster. You may do this as often as you like. So I'm going to do that 3 times because I've got 6 movement. So 6 movement equates to 3 tiles. I'm going to say, see ya, sucker, to this newt, and I'm going to fly 1 tile, 2 tiles, and then 3 tiles right here. So that way, hopefully I can explore here. Well, I can explore here. Hopefully that means I won't draw an encounter. And I can take out this Sue monster because he only has 1 health left. So that's what I'm going to do now. We're going to use our Acid Splash. We could attack up to 2 monsters if they were adjacent, but so often monsters aren't adjacent, really. So we're just only going to be able to do 1 anyways. +8, we only have to get a 12, so we're just going to need to roll a 4 or higher, and we can take out that Sue monster. 4 or higher. That's a 5. Just barely, but just enough to take that guy out. Let's not forget our treasure. Don't want to pull a Paul Darcy, right? Potion of Heroism, used during your hero phase. Place the heroic hit point token, even if another hero already has it, on your hero card. The heroic hit point token acts as an extra hit point, or you may discard it any time to end 1 condition on your hero. Yeah, I'm just going to... Oh, do I want to use this? I think I've got to. I mean, he only has 3 health. But there's no one's going to attack him right now. Let's hold on to it, but this is cool. We'll move on to that exploration phase, and we will draw our next tile. Oh, come on. Another black arrow? Man. And don't forget, another enemy. If it's another Sue monster, we're going to have a discussion with this deck. No, it's a Chultan skeleton. That's okay. They only hit with a +5. There's a good chance he'll miss. Hopefully. We'll grab our tile and place it here. Then we'll place our skeleton right here. Now, encounter phase. And I shouldn't say encounter phase. It's within the villain phase, but we have to draw an encounter. Oh, but I got to remember to take this guy off the board. Let's see what we get. Death Curse. Roll a die. On an 18 or higher, discard a healing surge. If the heroes have no healing surges left, this has no effect. Okay, that's a really low chance, but we better not roll an 18. Here's for not a high number. That's a 6. We're good. Now we're going to have to activate our Chultan skeleton. So if the skeleton is adjacent to a hero, it's not. So then we move to here. If the Chultan skeleton is within one tile, it moves adjacent to the hero with the lowest AC within one tile and then attacks the hero once with its sword. Cool. So the lowest one is definitely going to be our wizard. We'll bring him up right to here, and he's going to attack. He's got a +5. Our wizard has 14 as its AC, so a 9 or higher hits. That's a 5. That's a miss. That was definitely really nice. So we're going to end this episode with our bard. So our bard is stunned. He can't move for his free move action. All he's going to do is an attack, and he's going to attack this Zobro. We're going to use our flashing blade, so we get a +7. We're looking for 14 or higher, so we have to roll at least a 7 to take him out. That should be easy, right? Easy. You guys can't see it, I don't think, but that is a 7. Oh, man. 7 + 7 is 14. Just enough. See ya, Zobro. Don't forget our bard gets to draw 2 treasures and pick one. So either another 100 coins or Ring of Protection. Your hero gains +1 bonus to ACs. Yeah, I mean, I like the money, but nah, definitely the Ring of Protection. We'll knock that Zobro off the board a second time. Okay, now, because we did not get to an edge, we're going to have to, when we move to the villain phase, draw an encounter card. Let's draw and see what we get. Friendly Chewinga. Your hero gains advantage. Whoa, sweet. I've actually never seen really a positive encounter. Is this the right deck? Yeah, definitely is. Cool. Now we have to activate our enemies that we control. And one of the ones that we control is this Vegemine Warrior. So it gets a +4. It's already adjacent, so we know that. It's got +4 with his spear. But remember, our bard has a +1 now in AC. So it's 16. So he has to roll a 12 or higher to hit. That's not too likely, is it? No, it's an 8. No problem. That's going to end this episode of Tomb of Annihilation. Now, if I count the tiles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 tiles out. That means we have one more guaranteed not mushroom tile. And then the next 4, any one of those could be the mushroom tile. So potentially the next episode might be the last one, depending kind of on what happens, okay? Hope you guys are enjoying it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. And don't forget, check out Paul Darcy's channel if you haven't. He does great playthroughs, including the other D&D adventure board games.